Money FM 89.3. We are putting a spotlight on some of the country's most promising SMEs. No annual award better honors the bold ambition of Singapore's young businesses under 10 years old than the Emerging Enterprise Award, jointly organized by the Business Times, the Financial Daily under Singapore Press Holdings, as well as OCBC Bank. And this year, 2022, marks 15 years of the award's celebration of business innovation, resilience, and excellence in SMEs, the bedrock of the Singapore economy. And since 2008, the award has been empowering startups and young enterprises with both recognition and resources to take flight and achieve stellar growth. Today, we chat with one of the 15 finalists in contention for this year's award to find out what makes them tick. We have with us in the studio, Eric Chia, CEO of Advocado. Welcome to the show, Eric.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Thanks for having me here.
Now, Advocado is a company that I feel solves a big pain point for consumers and businesses. We all know that feeling of carrying multiple loyalty cards from multiple different shops, and then that feeling when you go to a restaurant, then you forget to bring your loyalty card. Walk us through the company's, genesis. Maybe starting with name. It sounds like certain fruit.
Yes, so avocado is often like a lot of people, when they think about avocado, they were like, oh, is it about avocado, that green fruit? And it is far from it, right? So how we started really is about sometimes when a person who is very desperate can be referred to as desperado. And when we're able to turn our merchants, consumers from a suspect to a prospect, to a customer, to a regular, and eventually an advocate, and more than advocate, we call them an Advocado.
Oh,
so that's how Avocado
nice
started. Yeah.
Okay, and you had this idea when you were actually running another company.
Yes, that's correct. So previously, before Avocado, I was reselling a iPad point of sale system, and we did reasonably well, about 100 plus merchants on board. And the very interesting thing is that as we are just running our business, most of them actually come back to us and say, hey, Eric, do you have a better loyalty program? Do you have a better membership CRM that I can use? I was like, hey, there's so many. Even the POS also got a CRM. But the question comes back so much to us that I say, hey, maybe I really should take a serious look at this thing. And lo and behold, 18 months later, Advocado was born.
Okay, let's take a closer look at Advocado. How does a business model work when it comes to a loyalty program? What are we talking about?
Okay, so very quickly, Advocado is cloud CRM for retailers, and we help businesses in F&B, beauty and wellness, retail, to help them to manage their customers, grow the customer base, and bring them back again and again using marketing automation. Now we also help them to sell more online by nurturing this customer base. And by doing that, we help the businesses to have more revenue and win more regulars. We do this without the need of issuing cards or getting consumers to download any applications. So coming back to like a loyalty program. So the very interesting thing is that from our experience, most businesses are only focused, especially Asian businesses, they are only focused on getting new customers. It's so interesting, right? Simply because it is commonly known that acquiring a new customer is significantly more expensive than retaining a customer. But in Asia, we always see that businesses only focus on that. And they only primarily focus on two specific groups. Number one, new customers, and maybe they are regulars, right? But there's more to that, Ryan. For example, what if customers come with their friends, they enjoyed the food, but actually didn't pay the money? We consider them as suspect or prospects. And actually, there's more. So someone who is a regular and more than a regular, and they are almost like your raving fans. How does a business actually take good care of them? So these are certain things that businesses should really look at when it comes to retaining their customers.
Yeah, that sounds like an area that's often neglected or overlooked, right? Retaining customers, maybe some of them take it for granted. And I think that's a part I want to explore more about. When I think about loyalty cards, right? It's go every visit, you collect a stamp, but you're doing something different. How do the mechanics work for Advocado?
Right. So you hit it right on the nail, Ryan. here's the thing. A lot of times the businesses think that in order to nurture the customers into loyal customers, a simple point system or SAM system is more than sufficient. Loyal customers are loyal for a reason. They are loyal simply because they love your brand. They love your product and services. And a great loyalty program has to nurture these customers by design. It has to be by design. So how, let me give you an example. For example, when a customer first comes to a business like a cafe, right? They are a suspect, they are a prospect. And what we want to do is we want to very quickly capture them by maybe getting them to scan a QR code without maybe just giving the mobile number and giving them like a free coffee. And this is really to give them the first aha moment of the business. They drink the coffee, like, wow, the coffee is so nice. Yeah. And that is really when that the business has the opportunity to capitalize this nice, great feeling that, wow, this is so awesome. And they can perhaps offer them, hey, would you like to sign up for our paid membership, right? And we have brands like up-and-coming brands like 8 Degrees, 八度空间, which is a Taiwanese bistro. We have Saute San, which is a vegetarian. They are vegetarian or not very good. Saute San, okay? And a honey chain called Honey World. So they all run like a paid membership. For example, Honey World's membership is like $88. And when a consumer buys this for $88, they get about 5 vouchers of equivalent more than $200 worth of value. So as a consumer, it's great. You pay $88, you get $200 worth of value, right? But for Honeywell, their perspective is very different. You see, what is done is that this loyalty program is designed in such a way that when the customers pay $88, they actually are secured for 5 future revisits.
Right.
And additional $300 of future revenue on top of the perks. So from Honeywell's perspective, it's like they didn't spend $88 to secure future revenue of $300. They got their customers to invest $88 for future revenue of $300. So in their perspective is that if the customer pay $88 and they don't redeem anything, Honeywell wins. And if the customer pay $88 and they come and redeem everything, Honeywell wins more.
Wow, looks like it's win-win. But maybe let me dive a bit deeper, right? So for someone who wants to jump on board the Advocado system, how much will it cost? How does the fee system work?
Right. So Advocado is designed so that it's very quickly to get started. If someone is really clear about what they want to do, they can get started within the hour. Let's face it, that typically don't happen. If they really want to do it, typically in a week, they can get started. And when they already get started, all they need to do is to pay a monthly fee. In Singapore, it's $150 per outlet per month. And we are supported by the government, the Productivity Solutions Grant, and we do like a 1-year package, including the 12 months of cloud fees as well as onboarding and professional fees. 1 year is 5,005 Sing dollars, and the support goes up to 70%.
Okay, you mentioned Singapore. Where else are you in the region?
So other than Singapore, we are also in Thailand, Malaysia, and as we speak right now, we are also starting Indonesia and Australia.
Well, great plans to expand in the region. We're in conversation with Eric Chia. He is the CEO of Advocado, and his company is one of 15 finalists in the running for the Emerging Enterprise Award. And Eric, you've just come out of the judging process. Walk us through what it's like. Was it intimidating?
It is pretty daunting. It is really daunting.
What happened?
So the very interesting thing is that as we are gearing up towards the actual presentation, there were a couple of briefings, coaching sessions, and I thought I was pretty prepared, But when I stepped into the room, they opened the door. I was like, whoa, this is really scary.
What do you see?
So what happened is like you have like a U-shaped kind of a panel, and if you've seen Shark Tank before, typically it's like 4 packs.
That's right.
It's 12 packs.
Wow.
Okay, the finest professionals in the marketplace. You have people from OCBC, Enterprise SG, Google, and we're like, whoa, this guy's mean business, right? And I kind of like got really nervous. When I started, I fumbled quite a bit. But the chief judge is so nice. He's got this very warm and calming essence. And it really helped me to steady down, get grounded, and I began to do really well.
Was any part of the process, the questions, that you learned something more about yourself or the company?
So let me put it this way, right? Everyone there, while they have very menacing looks, they're there actually for one purpose, and that is to find out why Advocado can be the next big thing in not just Singapore, but in Asia Pac. And they're just there to actually just find out. So the moment I realized that, it was just a sharing session with 12 really awesome people. And I think the thing that I learned really about myself during the presentation, okay, so very interesting thing as we're preparing for this, they keep reminding us, you have only 15 minutes to impress the judges. Wow, 15 minutes to impress 12 judges, and wow, on a time clock and 12 judges. Once I come down, I realized that the most important thing is for me to be really succinct and sharp in terms of how I share about our business and our aspirations.
Well, I let's hope you impressed them enough to win the OCBC Emerging Enterprise Award. What will winning the award mean for you and the company?
Right. So, Ryan, we set out to run Advocado, and our vision is really, can I say it in Mandarin? You know, because we started off with like Mandarin, and our vision is 让中小型企业家过好生活. And in English, translated is make life awesome for merchants and their consumers. And winning this award, I would really truly be humbled, because we are born bred true Singaporeans from a small little country, and having the ability to win this award would only mean that people has confidence that we can go the distance, and gives us the huge opportunity to share with more SME owners about how to use a simple but very powerful cloud technology to manage and grow the customers and bring them back again and again. And that just really gives us the power to actually leave a tiny little legacy in Asia Pac. And we are determined and committed to be the dominant brand in cloud CRM in Asia Pac.
Right, all the best for your future endeavors, Eric. We're chatting with Eric Chia. He is the CEO of Advocado, one of the 15 finalists in contention for this year's award, the Emerging Enterprise Award by OCBC. Thanks for your time, Eric.
Thanks, Ron.
Money FM 89.3